So, hello, you're very welcome to Prague. We're at the home of Sparta Prague and the Stadion Letna, where Ireland played back in 2007. Stephen Hunt was sent off in a Euro 2008 qualifier here when Steve Staunton was manager. But I suppose more pertinently for the players of Shamrock Rovers who are preparing over my shoulder here, they are back in familiar territory where they played a Champions League qualifier last year. But this year, on Thursday night, they are here for a Conference League game on what is a historic night for the League of Ireland, because we've got two clubs playing in proper league phase football. The sort of novelty aspect is that while Shamrock Rovers are here in Prague playing a big game, their gaff back in Tala has been used by Shelbourne for their first ever game at this level against Hacken. So these are heady days for the League of Ireland. It is a novelty. It may be complacent to assume it could happen again, primarily because of what Shamrock Rovers did this year, because it was their achievement in qualifying through the league phase, qualifying away from the Champions path, that has given us a situation where two Irish clubs are involved. Next year, as we know, Shamrock Rovers are effectively champions elect. They've got it in the bag. They'll be back in the Champions route, and it's going to be harder for everyone else to get in that way. But it is, look, it's familiar territory for this Rovers group. I was in the Azores last month August, when they beat Santa Clara. There was a long gap between the qualifiers and the groups this year. I think it's been well referenced. This is the 30th away game that they've played under Stephen Bradley. They've been here before. They've been around the continent, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I guess people are interested to see how Rovers get on in this campaign, because there's no novelty for them. This is work now. This is their regularity to come and play this type of tie. Maybe slightly different for Shelbourne and their players as they head into the Hacken game, and they're coping with maybe some of the UEFA fanfare and the attention and the formalities that goes with it. This group are used to it. And it is a strong Rovers side who don't have the stress of a league title race over their shoulder. They do have a game obviously against Kerry on Sunday. Sparta Prague are playing Slavia Prague in a big derby, and with no disrespect to Kerry, I think it's Sparta maybe who are more likely to be looking at their bodies. So Rovers are here without league race. That definitely will be one concern. In the league phase last year when they qualified, when they came so close to the top eight, they had the ever-present of Grace, Cleary and Lopez as their back three. Without Grace, maybe Corey O'Sullivan, maybe Adam Matthews. That's not ideal. But around the rest of the team, they have the ability, I think, to rotate, to use their experience. Will Danny Mandroiu start? You would expect so. Will Graham Burke start? Maybe not. They might go for a little bit more, something a little bit different, and we might see Burke in the second half. But this is the start of a campaign for both the Irish clubs. In 2 weeks' time, it's Rovers who are at home in Tala against Celje. Shells are going to be away in North Macedonia. And probably the difference is that for Shells, maybe some of their, I suppose, more winnable or attainable games in terms of points are at the start of the group. For Rovers, it's more so towards the end. They've got two big games in December against Breidablik and Hamrun of Malta. They'd expect to win. The first four are tough. They lost 6-2 in aggregate against Prague the last time. Yes, they did score twice here, and the tie could have gone. I mean, there was bad goals conceded. They were competitive, but equally they're up against it. But they've been down this road before, and they'll be confident of getting off to at least a respectable start. And if they can get a point, I think it would be a great result. Shells, and this game clashes. The two games clash. Shells, probably for them, there's more onus on them to get a big result tomorrow night. But it's a great problem. It's a great situation to have here, to have two League of Ireland clubs involved in this stage of the competition. We'll be all over it. Sean O'Connor's in Tala for the Hacken game. I'm here in Prague, and we'll be back after the game tomorrow night.